Hello and welcome to the show. We start this week's Failrace episode on a GTA 5 with Jettercat and AI driving a police car when an AI turns into them and they go for a hell of a little stunt. Very impressive. I say precision. It kind of reminds me of those auto drive things you get on Trackmania. So the AI car comes across, it puts the police car sideways, that bounces off a wall, bounces off another wall, goes for a roll, bounces off a lamppost to almost face perfectly straight. It's a little bit too much oversteer for it to be 100% perfect, but you couldn't do it better if you tried, to be honest. Now we stick with GTA 5 for one of the worst attempts at a getaway that I've seen. Is brilliant, though. Now, it seems like a sensible idea. You're trying to deliver some loot, and what better way to avoid cars than by going on a train line? You know, I see the logic in this. This is the sort of thing that I might possibly do. The thing is, the AI can spawn up here, and while the game is a little bit laggy or glitchy or whatever in this recording, the rebels are appearing. Now, that's okay. They can shoot out the drivers and take the vehicles out and stop that. Well, that does sort of help. It does the trick. But unfortunately, there's not quite enough space for their Civic to fit through. Their wonderful getaway has somewhat hit a snag in that their car is now wedged against the wall and it can't go forward, because it's effectively been pinned here, and it can't go backward again. So if it can't go forward or backwards, it's pinned here by the rebel. There are continuing, I say, baddies spawning in. So you can see the tyres going there as they try to get it moving. They continue to get shot. I see the idea in the getaway. I didn't know they'd spawn stuff up here either, to be fair. It's just gone really, really badly wrong. Heza is up next on GTA 4. So we are, racing along on a motorbike, as you do, ducking about through traffic, everything going, relatively well. Motorbike, great way to get through traffic quickly and everything. Unless an AI car changes direction at the last minute, sends you into the back of a taxi, and off the bridge you go. Once again, AI cars changing position at the last second will be the death of various players when it comes to GTA. Secton on a bike, though, this time with a different problem. Not so much AI related. We're on Cyberpunk here. They get a bit too much oversteer coming down that crest, end up riding the wall, and then promptly get stuck. The bike managing to wedge itself in the guardrail. It's not particularly... It's not the best place. It's not the best place to find yourself stuck. The game kind of jittering and vibrating, and it's stuck here for a little while. There's not much you can do in terms of trying to drive that out of there. It's not going to happen. But unfortunately, if you do try and get off the bike, it's got spawned on top of it and then fell to their death. Not to the, side that would have been helpful or useful or anything like that. No, it's just straight to death. Now, we're sticking with Cyberpunk. This is, I presume, for some story mission. The AI has just gone rogue. It's just gone. They've just wandered off and decided to go to the edge of the map. In fact, it's gone off the edge of the map. This is where it seems to have taken them, which is not particularly all that useful. I don't know what it's doing out there. I've played a bit of Cyberpunk. I can't say I've really ever had too much issue with the auto drive stuff. This one just went on an adventure, and it wasn't done yet. Having gone to the edge of the map for no discernible reason, it heads back into the city, presumably trying to get towards where it's supposed to go. I mean, it's not exactly doing the greatest of jobs, and it goes cross-country. It then proceeds to bump into a wall, slightly, run along the edge here, which is also not the road. The road's to the left. Not really helpful over here. And then once the wall ends, it decides to balance itself. It is... I say perfectly balanced. It's not very well balanced. The driver does not seem to care one bit about this turn of events. But, that's not a helpful taxi service. That's not a helpful taxi service at all. Two-stroke for me up next on Assetto Corsa. Now they are driving some LMP cars around when they run a little bit too wide over the gravel, turn the car around, have a tremendous accident. Now, I say this is not exactly uncommon, it's easy to do, but as you can see, the front wheel has got a little bit stuck. And Assetto Corsa only knows one thing to do when a wheel gets a little bit stuck. Yep, that is to just continue rolling. I'm guessing this, the wheel, the angle it's at, some sort of forces are being applied that the game doesn't quite know how to deal with. So where the crash should have come to an end, naturally, there's an awful lot of cars going on this circuit, by the way. Actually, there's a huge number of cars, still all sorts of interesting things going past while this thing is stuck rolling, and it's still going. And it's slowing down. It is slowing down, but it's still determined to try. It just wants that roll record. That's all it is. I mean, I don't think even at this point it's going to take a while for it to get there, but it's just... I've seen this happen a little bit on a Assetto Corsa. This is one of the more extreme versions of a car. It just doesn't want to stop rolling. It's still going. It's getting lazier, but it is still continuing to roll its way around. Mint memes are next on Farming Sim. I think they're trying to load some of these things onto the back of their trucks, and well, Farming Sim Physics has had enough, as the smaller of the two trucks has managed to kind of pinch the larger semi between its cab and the load. I mean, it's got connected, but it's got the stuff on the back of the truck, but it's now upside down. It's just not gone very well. It's not gone very well at all for them. Cyber Redneck is our final clip today on BeamNG Drive. Now, they are messing around with a truck, as you do. Good fun to drive these. This one here, obviously a relatively quick truck, which they don't quite realise. Get a bit of understeer, can't get back on the road, they've got to avoid some lampposts, and then realise they're going a bit too fast. Grab the handbrake to try and stop it when it clips a curb and balances perfectly. Just absolutely perfectly. I don't think I've ever seen a better piece of parking from a truck in a Failrace episode. It is mighty, mighty impressive. That one. It's just so well parked. But there we go. That is going to be it for this episode. As ever, if you have clips you'd like to submit to this series, you can via a Google form. There'll be a link to it in the description. And we do indeed need more clips for this series to be carrying on. That, though, is going to be it from me. Thank you all very much for watching. And until next time, a goodbye.